So have you ever wanted to really delve deep into a complex topic?
Yeah.
Quickly grasp the core insights and feel genuinely informed without, well, drowning in information.
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough to sift through everything sometimes.
Exactly. And that's what we try to do here on the Deep Dive. We take your sources articles, research, maybe even your own notes, and distill them down. Get to those key nuggets of knowledge.
Those aha moments.
Right. And maybe find a few surprising facts along the way. Keep things interesting.
Yeah, totally.
So today we're taking a deep dive into the pretty dynamic world of exploratory testing tools.
Okay.
Think of this as your shortcut, really. A guide to understanding the landscape of top tools available, well, right now, July 2025.
And maybe before we jump into the tools themselves, it's probably good to quickly define what we mean by exploratory testing based on the source material we looked at.
Good idea. Lay the groundwork.
Yeah. So it's basically a type of software testing where you're not creating detailed test cases way in advance.
Yeah.
Instead, testers are checking the system more on the fly. It's like test design and test execution are happening at the same time.
Simultaneous process. Less rigid planning up front.
Exactly. Driven more by the tester's curiosity and what they're seeing in the moment. Dynamic discovery, really.
Got it. Okay, so our mission for this deep dive then is to explore a hand-picked list of these tools. We've got some open source ones, the free options, and some commercial paid software too.
A mix. Good.
Yeah, help you see their unique approaches, their standout features, figure out what might be the best fit for, your team's needs.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's unpack this then. When we look at the range of tools, some really do stand out because they have a fresh take on test management, moving away from really rigid processes.
Right. Some people find those old formal test cases can actually get in the way of real discovery sometimes.
Exactly. So let's start with one that takes a pretty unique approach.
Yeah. Okay. So one that's really interesting here is Testpad.
Testpad.
It deliberately steps away from those really formal, detailed test cases.
Yeah.
Instead, it uses this simple checklist-style interface.
Checklist style. How does that work?
Well, you basically have test prompts you type on the left, and then you record the results on the right.
Yeah.
It feels a bit like using a spreadsheet, honestly.
Oh, interesting. Like a spreadsheet, but built for testing.
Exactly. Built specifically for managing test plans, but with that kind of lightweight feel.
So it sounds quick to learn, easy to use.
Very. And surprisingly flexible, too. It's really well suited for those lightweight needs, whether you're doing structured plans or completely free-form exploratory testing.
And you mentioned flexibility. Does that simplicity ever make it maybe too simple for complex stuff?
Yeah.
Or does it scale?
That's a fair question. I think its strength is that balance. It shifts the focus from rigid steps to these dynamic checklists.
Right.
So it empowers testers to explore and adapt. And another big plus is how easy it makes involving non-testers.
Like clients
Sure.
or stakeholders.
Yeah, clients, guest testers, they can jump in and contribute without needing a license. That removes a huge barrier for collaboration,
That is a big deal. Okay, so building on that ease of use, what are some key features? You mentioned checklists.
Well, it's got a keyboard-driven editor, so you can type out hundreds of prompts really fast, minutes even.
Nice.
Reports are instant, like one click, and you can share them with guest links super easy.
Okay.
It's got lightweight integrations, too, for connecting bug numbers to tools like JIRA, which, a lot of teams use.
Yeah, JIRA is pretty standard.
And it's a natural fit for exploratory testing, using those free-form checklists, almost like pragmatic test charters. Plus, and this is pretty new, it has an API.
An API? For what?
For injecting results from CI systems, continuous integration.
So automated test results can feed right in.
Exactly. And you can extract data for third-party dashboards, too. Gives you that whole picture, automated and exploratory, without manually moving data around. Huge time saver for DevOps teams.
Wow, yeah, that holistic view is definitely a game changer. Okay, so Testpad simplifies the planning and management side. But what about capturing things right as you find them? Like in the browser.
Right, the on-the-fly stuff.
Yeah. Some tools integrate directly, right, for that immediate support.
Totally. And that's where tools like, say, Bug Magnet come in.
Bug Magnet. Okay.
Now, this isn't a full management suite. It's a specialized session tester, works as an extension for Chrome and Firefox.
So browser-based.
Yep. And its main thing is making it super easy to inject common problematic values and edge cases into forms.
Oh, like boundary values, special characters, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Stuff that often breaks things. It's like having a cheat sheet for tricky test data right there in your browser's context menu while you're exploring.
That sounds incredibly handy. Saves a ton of typing and remembering those values.
What else makes it stand out for an in-browser tool?
Well, it's extensible. You can add your own custom config files with data you often use.
Customizable.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah. And it works on multi-frame pages as long as they're the same domain. And importantly, it's completely passive.
passive, meaning.
It doesn't interfere with the web app you're testing. It just injects data when you tell it to. Doesn't mess with the execution otherwise, so you get accurate results.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's Bug Magnet for injecting data. What about capturing notes and issues?
Right. Then there's another one called the Exploratory Testing Chrome Extension. Pretty descriptive name.
Huh? Yeah, tells you what it does.
Exactly. Designed specifically for web exploratory testing. Makes it really straightforward to report bugs, jot down ideas, make notes, all from within the browser.
So it's really about keeping you in the flow, not switching apps constantly.
Precisely. Minimizing context switching. It lets you grab screenshots instantly during your session.
Oh, that's essential.
Yeah. And it automatically tracks the URLs you visit, so you have a record of where you were. Then it puts all your session results together in a nice report.
And can you share those reports easily?
Yep. You can save, import, and export your sessions. Supports JSON, CSV, or HTML formats. Good for sharing, archiving, whatever you need.
Okay, handy. And you mentioned another free Chrome extension, Spirit Capture.
Yes, Spera Capture, another good one in that in-browser capture space.
How's it different from the others? What's its niche?
Its main selling point, I think, is that it records and organizes your testing session without needing to connect to any other software.
Oh, completely standalone.
Yeah. So if you just want quick, efficient session recording without integrating with a bigger system right away, it's a great option.
That is pretty impressive for a free tool. What kind of stuff does it capture then?
It gets pretty detailed. Captures your activity, obviously notes and screenshots like the other one, but it also records keystrokes, clicks, URL changes,
These strokes too. Wow.
and even network errors, which can be super helpful for diagnosing tricky bugs.
Definitely.
And importantly, it limits the recording just to the selected browser tab you're working in. Keeps things focused, doesn't capture everything else you're doing.
Good point. Keeps it clean. And how does it help with team communication?
By capturing all that rich data, the clicks, the URLs, the errors, the screenshots, and presenting it in an organized way, it just makes it much easier to show your team exactly what happened. Way better for reproducing issues.
Makes sense. Okay, so we've covered some great lightweight tools, browser extensions, that flexible Testpad approach.
Yeah, tools for immediate capture and planning.
Right. Now, let's maybe pivot a bit. Let's talk about the more comprehensive, maybe enterprise-grade solutions, the ones designed for broader test management.
Yeah, the bigger platforms. For larger teams or more complex projects where you need more structure and integration.
Exactly. So what's a key player in that space?
Well, one that comes up a lot is Test Explorer.
Test Explorer. Okay.
It's pitched as an easy-to-use but also scalable test management solution. Its main goal is really to centralize and speed up test management.
Centralized. That sounds key for bigger organizations.
Absolutely. Simplify every step of the QA process, provide that single source of truth for quality efforts. Especially important when you have multiple teams or projects.
So that centralization sounds powerful. How does it handle integrations? And what specific problems does it solve for that, enterprise user?
Integration is definitely one of its strong suits. It centralizes test automation management too, and it integrates with pretty much any test automation tool out there, open source or proprietary.
That's flexible.
Yeah, and it's designed as a true enterprise-grade solution. It really helps with developer-tester alignment because it has real-time Jira integration.
Oh, the Jira link again. Real time, you said.
Yeah, real time. So testers and developers are always looking at the same up-to-date information, cuts down on confusion back and forth.
Yeah, that sync issue can be a real-time sync.
Totally. And you can create meaningful reports using your Jira data directly within Test. Plus, it integrates smoothly with other agile and DevOps tools. Fits right into those faster pipelines.
Gotcha. Okay, so Test Explorer for enterprise centralization. What else is out there in this category?
Another significant one is Azure Test Plans, especially, as you might guess, if you're already in the Microsoft ecosystem.
Right, part of the Azure DevOps suite.
Exactly. It's positioned as an exploratory testing tool that helps improve code quality for your apps.
Okay, focus on code quality. What are its key features for testers trying to achieve that? Does it work across different app types?
It's really good at capturing rich scenario data during exploratory testing. Think detailed context around the bugs you find.
Mm-hmm.
And it supports testing across both desktop and web apps, so you get broad coverage there.
Mm-hmm.
And something quite useful is that it lets you plan, execute, and track scripted tests right alongside your exploratory sessions.
Oh, so it manages both, scripted and exploratory.
Yes. And you can link actionable defects back to your work items, keeping everything connected in that Azure DevOps environment.
Okay. Makes sense for teams deep in that ecosystem. Any others focusing on both web and desktop?
Yeah, Test Studio Explore, that's from Telerik.
Telerik, right? They do UI components.
They do. And this tool is designed for exploratory testing on both web and desktop apps across all Windows OS versions.
All Windows, okay.
It helps test functionality, but also load and performance for web and mobile apps. And it has a specific plugin for tackling cross-browser issues.
The cross-browser challenge. That's always a big one.
Always a pain point, yeah. This plugin helps streamline testing for that.
So, sounds versatile.
Yeah.
What makes it, particularly handy for the tester doing the exploring day-to-day?
It's designed to be lightweight and easy to access, quick to launch. If you happen to be using Telerik UI controls in your app, it has native built-in support, which is obviously a plus.
Smooth integration there.
Yeah. It helps you capture bugs and send feedback easily during sessions. And it handles some tricky web elements well, like HTML pop-ups and browser dialogues.
Oh, good. Those can be awkward to test sometimes.
They can. It also allows JavaScript invocation and logging, which is handy for more technical testers. And it supports continuous integration with build servers, so it can fit into automated workflows.
Right. Fitting into the CI/CD pipeline is often crucial now. Okay, who's next on the list of comprehensive tools?
TestRail comes up frequently.
Testrail. Heard of that one. More of a test case management focus, right?
Traditionally, yes. It's a very comprehensive, web-based test case management software, but it also functions really well as an exploratory testing tool. Its aim is to help you efficiently manage, track, and organize your entire software testing effort.
The whole life cycle.
Pretty much. Planning, execution, reporting, the works.
So given that comprehensive focus, what kind of insights does it provide that maybe the simpler tools don't, especially for tracking progress on a big project?
It offers really robust dashboards and activity reports. You can track the status of individual tests, yes, but also milestones, whole projects, all at a glance.
High-level view.
Exactly. You execute tests, track results instantly, and it generates actionable reports, metrics, real-time insights, helps you see where things are, identify bottlenecks.
Data-driven decisions.
Right. And, of course, crucial for this level, it integrates smoothly with lots of different bug trackers. Keeps that workflow seamless from finding a bug to getting it fixed.
Makes sense. Okay, one more. You mentioned another one earlier.
Yes. SmartBear Zephyr.
Zephyr. Okay. From SmartBear.
Yep. Another really useful exploratory testing tool. They offer end-to-end solutions specifically tailored for agile teams, big or small.
Agile focus.
Definitely. And a big draw is its single-click integration with platforms like JRA, Jenkins, Bamboo, the usual suspects in agile environments.
So it slots right in.
Very easily. Makes it a really natural fit if you're already using those tools.
So being built for agile teams, how does it leverage those integrations? What makes it maybe unique for, say, collaborative testing?
Well, it leans into that modern dev landscape with advanced analytics and DevOps dashboards.
Wow.
Gives you visibility across the workflow. It has a neat feature allowing capture as an image annotation tool, specifically for helping resolve Jira issues. Makes bug reporting very visual and clear.
Visual communication. Nice.
Yeah. It offers flexible deployment cloud, server, data center, whatever you need. No annual commitment required either, which is nice flexibility. And something quite unique. It actually has features designed to help teach agile team members collaborative software testing.
Oh, really? Like built-in guidance?
Kind of. Features that encourage and facilitate that team approach to quality. It's a nice added value for building that quality culture.
Interesting. Okay, wow. So what does this all mean then? We've covered quite a range here.
We really have.
From those super handy browser extensions for quick capture.
Right. The immediate in-the-moment stuff.
To Testpad's flexible checklist approach, all the way up to these full-blown enterprise solutions like Test, Azure Test Plans, TestRail, Zephyr.
Yeah, comprehensive management suites.
So connecting it all together, what's the big picture takeaway?
I think the main point is that these tools collectively really empower you to do exploratory testing much more effectively, regardless of your team size or how complex your project is.
Right, there's something for everyone, basically.
Pretty much. There are tailored solutions, whether you just need quick bug reporting or really detailed session recording or that full-scale test management and reporting.
Hmm.
You've got lightweight, free options if you're an individual or small team, up to these really robust, scalable commercial platforms for big organizations. Covers a lot of ground.
So the key then, for anyone listening, is really to think about their specific needs, right?
Absolutely.
Are you looking for ultimate simplicity and speed? Or is deep integration with, say, Jira or Azure DevOps the most critical thing?
Or maybe specific platform support, like for Windows desktop apps or that cross-browser help.
Exactly. Each tool we talked about brings something unique to the table. It gives you a lot of powerful options to choose from, depending on what problem you're trying to solve.
Which, actually, it kind of raises an important question for you, the listener, to think about.
Oh, go on.
Well, in this really agile, fast-paced world of software development we're all in, what surprising insights might you uncover if you really empowered your team with these more flexible, on-the-fly testing approaches?
Hmm. Moving beyond the rigid plans.
Yeah, especially if you move beyond just relying on those predefined, rigid test cases. What hidden issues or maybe unexpected user behaviors might suddenly come to light?
Things that traditional methods might just miss.
Potentially, yeah. Simply because you gave your testers the freedom and the right tools to truly explore, follow their intuition.
That's definitely something to chew on. A really interesting thought to end on.
Yeah.
We really encourage you to explore those possibilities further. Think about it in your own context. See what makes sense for your team, your workflow, and your overall quest for better quality software.